into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some rangers as well. Don't get your hopes up. Vic likes to play with hostages. Might not be much left by the time you find them.
Valor.
Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt. Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now.
Or the Gippers.
Crazy cultists worship an old US president as a god. Trouble is, they're the only ones who know how to refine oil anymore, so we gotta play nice.
Liberty.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected.
She looks European.
She's already tried once. Got all the way to the palace steps before we chased her off. She's been licking her wounds out east ever since.
Alright.
You'd better. Anything else?
Dorsies.
Uh-huh.
Who are Dorsies?
The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wiped them out years ago, but... mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most.
You think Vic, Val, and Liberty were behind the attack on our convoy?
Possibly. But I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them.
Why did you say ambush was your fault?
My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure.
Wasteland 1? No, I just played a regular Wasteland, but not remastered. I'll play it, probably. There's time.
Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility. Good. What else do you need?
Thank you for the briefing.
Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do. Cocky, huh? Well, cocky's good. As long as you can back it up. All right, let's move out.
I think I received a level again. Thank God. Let's see what's with the computer. Information about the base systems all seems normal. Examine the security. Status reports indicate all is normal at the moment. An option displaying all security alerts shows a number so long it goes off the right edge of the screen. Nerd stuff 4. Read the old security logs. Log data backed up to archive room server. The status reports indicate all is normal at the moment. Can't do anything right now. Now, lockpick 4. We got attributes. I need perception. I just need perception. Charisma needs to go up. Immediately. But it's best to wait. Same goes with this. I won't touch a thing. So just lockpick. Journal. Plastic holographic cover featuring a jet of banks and turns depending on the angle you look at it. On the inside of the cover is written Journal while in blue. Cans of acclaimed. Right, close the door. Freaking chimneys outside during winter, man. The smoke is coming in my house. Oh.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Well, good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
Questions.
Of course. Ask away.
Tell me more about yourselves.
Well...
Well, Sergei won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero. Fought by the Patriarch's side from the beginning and saved the old man's life about 100 times, right, Sergei?
75. Tops. Now, Let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that live there, better than dashing Darius Kwan.
You're too kind, Sergey.
Volunteered for this.
Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the marshals.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. Just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out.
Why are you really here?
It's no lie that I've been looking to leave the marshals, but you're right. That's not the whole story. The Patriarch asked me to keep an eye on you, so here I am.
And I am truly sick of retirement. But, yeah, I'm doing the Patriarch a favor too.
So you're spies.
Let's say liaisons. The Patriarch wants you to succeed, and he knows it's not going to be easy. You're strangers in a strange land.
You don't know the politics. You don't know the personalities. Who hates who? Where the bodies are buried.
That's where we come in. We're here to make sure you don't make too many rookie mistakes, step on the wrong toes. And yeah, we're supposed to report back to the Patriarch about how you're doing. But you didn't really expect to be left completely to your own devices, did you?
370 hours, Transistor. 370 hours. And I'm finally done. Now I'm waiting for some patches to play it again. I'm afraid to start playing it again. That means 300 more hours. What's the deal with the alarms and the robots?
Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got put on the back burner.
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything.
How long the place been abandoned?
Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias, and cults have lived here since the deluge.
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current occupants.
Could be what set off the alarms.
What's the deluge we've been hearing that word a lot?
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because, well, that's what it was.
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire.
What was the radio operator saying about putting a combat AI in our vehicle?
Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad. Okay, what's next?
Show us who you got lined up.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So, pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
Oh man, let it wait. Let it wait.
Listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need. But if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it. Perfect. That'll give you a chance to see if any of the junk around here is worth keeping before I toss it all out. After that, you might want to give Sheriff Daisy a hand. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
One sec. Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are gonna need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet.
What do you have to offer us?
Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy.
Okay.
Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
Marshal Kwon. 556 recipe discovered. 762. That's all from Kwon. Nah, it's all from Kwon. What you got, Kwon? Assault rifle. He says. Automatic sneaky shit first aid. Already has a perk. Puncturing shot. Let's get some recruits for the start.
Rangers, good to see you.
These volunteers you mentioned, where are you getting them from?
Well, I've got friends in the Marshals, the Patriarch's Palace Guard, and some local militias. They've always got more folks wanting to sign up than they have positions for. So I asked my pals to send over everybody on their waiting lists. Now, some of these folks may be, less than top grade for sure. But most will be solid recruits, ready and willing to learn. You'll have to pick and choose.
Tell us more about you.
Happy to tell you what you need to know.
What's your story?
Well, came here with my folks when I was a kid, and was a young man when Saul was trying to unite the families and make Colorado a state. I got behind him right away. He had leader written all over him, even back then. I've served at his side ever since, fighting against the monster army, consolidating power here in town, helping him expand our borders.
What Mr. Greatsky means is that he played a key role in many of the Patriarch's greatest victories. And he had no small part in making Colorado what it is today.
It's really a huge change that everything is voice acted. It's so freaking easy to play now.
You're too kind, Darius. Well, the fighting's never really ended. Trying to hold it all together is a constant struggle. This business with his children is just the latest in a long line of troubles. I do indeed. Some folks can't get past his brusque ways, but that's just the impatience of a man who knows what's right, dealing with fools who don't. He cares too deeply about the well-being of the people of Colorado to let political courtesy slow him down. Of course, you'll hear a lot of folk condemning him for hurting this group or that group with his decisions, but the way I see it, they should be glad it wasn't them who had to make the choice. Stories? They are stories indeed these days. I've told him so many times all the truth's been wrung out of him. Now, let's see. Here's one. So, one day we were hunting monster army raiders and came upon a tin-walled shack. The people inside were shooting at us and not answering our calls to parley. Well, I got sick of that real quick and unslung my rocket launcher. But Saul, He holds up a finger, then creeps around behind the compound. Oh, pretty soon we hear him smashing through those tin walls with his hammer, and then comes 2 high-pitched screams. A few moments later, he comes striding out, carrying a child under each arm. They've been shooting at us because they thought we were coming to eat their dying parents. Now, I will never know how Saul knew it was kids in there rather than raiders, but somehow he did. And we brought them and their folks back to the city and helped them out until they got well again. And he's always been like that. An uncanny ability to always do the right thing. Give me a while and I'll see if I can remember any more. In the meantime, I'm sure you have plenty to do. Happy to. What's on your mind? Sure thing. Let's have a look.
What do we need? Our cost is 0. Tectonic.
Shoot! They saw us!
I wanna play with companions, don't wanna play with mercs. I need some high perception character. Gunsmoke. Still. with extra starting action points, penalty after the 2 rounds. Leaving skills open. I think 4 of us is enough, even on Supreme Jerk now.
There you go. Anything else? Sure thing. Let's have a look.
Still it costs 0. I don't know why it should cost on Supreme Jerk, you know. It should fucking cost.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
This is blocked. With a leader nearby, you'll get your shit together. Cyber tech. Already? That early on? That comes really, really later. Yeah, Kiss-ass. I think he was with a hard-ass in vanilla. Now they switched hard-ass for a Kiss-ass. Weird. But refugees.
Please, don't shoot.
Yeah, and I haven't uploaded the ending yet on YouTube, and I believe I'll upload the entire walkthrough in the next 40 or so days. I'm on 66 part, and there are 196 parts. If I upload 1 video a day, it's gonna take 3 months to upload everything. If I upload 2 videos a day, it's gonna be a month and a half. Around 40-50 days till I upload the entire game on YouTube.
Who are you? You're not dressed like the marshals.
Let me just tell you one thing for those that didn't see the ending of my Breath of the Righteous. I got the best possible ending you can get. Okay. As a living legend and as a mortal. Even Pharasma approved. Okay. At the end. That final conversation with Pharasma. Who are you?
I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got nowhere to go. Please, will you let us stay?
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us. But you're not beholden to them.
Next playthrough is when I see some bigger changes. I guess in a month or so. Where you from?
We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there, under the Patriarch's protection. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here, for any of us.
Did you set off the security system?
Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they left, all the doors slammed shut and the alarms started whooping.
No, just Parasma prolonged their life.
Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks, and we never set anything off before.
Can't you go live in a city?
We're not welcome there. They already have too many mouths to feed, and more are always coming.
Stay.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
You said yes. I was sure you wouldn't. We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Thank you for giving us a chance. Oh, and one of our people is missing, Andy. If you find him hiding out somewhere, you send him back to us. Hear that, everyone? We gotta make ourselves useful around here. You're good people, Rangers. We'll find a way to pay you back. Anything you need?
Tell us about the base.
Sure.
Did you touch any of the equipment in the wardrobe?
Andy may have. He's the only one of us who knew computers. I told him to stay out of there because I was afraid of, well, of something like what happened when this whole place got locked down.
Have you checked out the med bay?
We stay away from that awful room. Nothing but death in there.
Have you been in the brig?
Yep. There was a man locked in there when we moved in, living off insects and mushrooms in his cell. I left him locked up after I met him. I felt bad about that. He was cordial enough, but he just kept asking questions that felt off. And those glassy eyes.
What did you find in the armory?
Booby traps, mostly. One of my people disarmed an explosive on a door, but missed a gas mine under the floor panel on the other side. She was vomiting for a week. Almost died. I told everyone to avoid the room after that. No one here is worth losing over whatever guns may or may not be in there.
Anything we can scavenge in the garage?
Poked my head in there and saw a giant robot next to a dead body. Hard pass.
The archive.
We first got into the base through a hole in the archive room's wall. Some critters living in there chased us around, but we managed to shut them in before anyone got seriously hurt. We've been trying to snare them for a while for fresh meat, but they just chew through the ropes like they're Sour Patch Kids. Careful out there. It's an uncaring world.
The wardrobe. Soldier's note. A recording from a Peterson Air Force guard.
October 12th, 1998. 7 months since the bombs fell. Had an incident at the West Gate. Some civilians dug under the fence and tried to make a run for the commissary.
Well, this must have been the mess hall.
Sergeant Peters
Better get
told us
this
to
up and
open
running
fire.
pronto.
Standing orders. Looters to be shot on sight. They didn't look look much to me from 80 meters. And when we got close enough to inspect the bodies, I saw why. They looked like scarecrows. Just skin and bone. The oldest was maybe 15. Every time I close my eyes, I see that kid's face. God forgive me. I can't do this anymore.
Amazing game. Really amazing. The food on these tables is cold and partially eaten but not rotten. It's clear someone recently fled mid-meal. Toaster Repair 5. What the fuck, Toaster Repair 5? Holy shit with these checks. Holy shit. You goddamn kidding me. What do I got left from these items? Submachine 3. Submachine 3 Toaster Repair.
Rangers,
Fuck it.
good to see you. Anytime, Rangers. Always, I'll be here.
Come on.
Rangers, good to see you. Sure thing. Let's have a look.
You're gonna be a toaster. Submachine. Yes, to try the new DLCs and to wait for Wrath of the Righteous to get patched. That's why. I'll get a Doomsday Prepper.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
What I'll have problem with? I'll have a lot of problem with initiative, but is the sacrifice I'm willing to make. There is permadeath in the game, so I'll need to be careful. Dungeon token. Toast repair +1. Nice. Let's go to the mushroom guy.
Hey, howdy.
Voice acted. This is for the first aid, I think. Body of a young man lies twisted on the floor. He wears shabby clothes. He's been dead long enough for the body to go cold, not long enough to rot. Holy shit, first aid 5. Search the body. This man was carrying nothing but the clothes he wore on his body, and those are tattered and grimy. His shoes have holes in their soles. Sweet smelling mushroom. In one of his pockets you find a half-eaten sweet smelling mushroom. Leave the body.
What's going on with the dead guy?
First aid.
Alright.
Very, very extremely hard with this fucking skill checks. To the point of being annoying right now. Suture kit. Try to establish a cause of death. The body's contorted limbs and proximity to an ancient computer seem to suggest a painful death by electrocution. Discoloration in the face suggests heart failure, which might be electricity, but there's a lack of burns, which makes that inconclusive. Some dried foamy spittle barely detectable at the edges of the mouth make poison a much more likely culprit. Leave the body alone. Lockpick 7. 7. 7. For fucking real, it's 7. Break master key. Use. Metallic toy car. The back cover says it'll make you a believer. I can't believe it's not butter, the no-wall. Waving at you through the bars of a cell is a pale, rail-thin man with matted hair and Fraying faded clothes, he gives you a lazy, glassy-eyed grin.
Hey, dudes. Hi. Well, what's up? Haven't seen you before. Have I?
We're the Rangers. It's gonna be the new headquarters.
Rangers, huh? Cool, man. Cool. I like your look. I think I had a shirt like that once, a long time ago. Long time ago. Headquarters for what?
Rangers help people. We're here to help Colorado.
That's cool. Helping's good. I like helping. Are there like more of you here?
No more questions. How about some answers?
Oh yeah, man, of course. I don't mind. Ask me whatever.
What's your name?
My name? Ned? Harry. Nick. Booger. Dickens. Lyle? I don't know. Something like that. Honestly, I don't, remember. Been a long time since I thought about that, man. Been a longer time since someone, asked me about it. I kind of been here for a while.
And how long have you been here?
Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. Like, there's no windows or clocks in here, Hard to keep track of when the day starts or ends. Anyway, a long time. Long enough for other groups, other people to come and go.
How have you survived?
Man, I got everything I need in here to keep on. Little crack in the ceiling over there drips some water. So I just gotta lick the wall when I'm thirsty.
And you can clearly see it's dripping water over here.
And, you know what they say about dark, damp spaces, man? Mushroom grow there, man.
The mushroom guy.
So I added a little self-made fertilizer. And those mushrooms are growing good.
Self-made fertilizer. You've been living off of wall water and mushrooms.
Yeah, man, yeah. Yum, yum. Oh, yeah, and bugs, when they come by. Buzzy crunchers and climby snappers and skittery two-bites and running gushers. Sometimes roly poppers and hoppy specks. Once a squirmy slurp. That was a good day, man. But yeah, mainly mushrooms.
Anything about the groups that lived here before us?
Yeah, sure, maybe. Sometimes, like, a guy might come in, but I don't know if he was connected to the guy who came in before him, Kinda hard to keep track of how long it is between visits, and people don't always tell me what's going on outside. But, let me see. Last guy who came in to see me was the dead guy. Before him, Tired Eyes Lady. Before her, the Smiling Woman. Before that, it's a little fuzzy.
Tell us about the dead guy.
Oh man, that's some wild stuff. So a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and freaked out and starts messing with that computer machine over there. And yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine and he falls down and then all these sirens and flashing lights. It was horrible, man. Like, it made it really hard to sleep, Then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, well, you came in.
Tell us about the tired eyes lady.
Well, she was a woman, dressed all raggedy, but, I'm one to talk on that. Anyway, she came in here looking sad. Eyes looked like she hadn't seen a good night's rest in years. We talked, for a bit, and then she left again. Sometimes I think I can still hear her voice. Hope she didn't die and she's haunting me for some reason. Though, now that I think about it, I guess I'd be glad for the company, you know?
Tell us about the smiling woman.
Oh, a real nice lady, man. Had a big old smile on her face the whole time we talked. Just never stopped smiling. I think she said she was a trader. Talked about how she had some merchandise to keep here and some people she was gonna deal with. Said I wasn't a suitable client, which, sure, 'cause I got no money. Well, actually, she said I wouldn't be suitable for her clients, which I thought was a weird way to say that.
What do you mean by little fuzzy?
You know, man, it's, I've been here a long time, and I eat a lot of mushrooms. Can't always remember things that happened in the, olden days, but I'll try. There was a gentleman bear, the lip licker, and, the bloody screamers, and them metal fellers, and the really white guy, and owl face. Oh, and the 6 wee men and a lion. But, yeah, hard to remember who came in first, and, which ones were just a nursery rhyme my grandma told me, so... yeah...
He's so freaking demented.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Why are you in there?
Because, the cell door is locked.
Why were you put in there?
Aw, man, didn't you like my joke? Okay, like, well, so a guy I used to be friends with, well, I guess he was more of a business partner. Friend, though, too, man. Like, former friend who decided he didn't, want to go splitsies anymore, so he conked me on the head. And when I woke up, I was in here. Real bummer, man. Like, seriously.
Why are you in there again?
I told you, man. My partner trapped me in here. Thought he was my friend, you know? But he wasn't.
What happened with his dead refugee?
Oh, didn't we talk about this already? So a while ago, that dead guy over there came running in here all nervous and freaked out and starts messing with that computer machine over there. And yeah, then there's this big-ass flash of light from the computer machine and he falls down and then all these sirens and flashing lights. It was horrible, man. Like, it made it really hard to sleep, you know? Then after a while, the alarm stopped, and then, well, you came in.
We found a half-eaten mushroom in the corpse bucket.
Oh, yum. Mushrooms are the best, man. So many flavors. And they grow everywhere and grow easy. I love them. Who knew there were poisonous ones?
We examined the corpse. It doesn't appear to have been killed by electrocution. It looks like poison.
What? That's really something else. Some poison killed that poor guy at the exact same time as that machine zapped him? Man, what a wacky world.
Do you want us to let you out?
Oh man, yes, please. Very much.
Listen, on both of my runs, when the game was out in vanilla version, I kept him inside. This time I'll let him out. Although there are hilarious conversations, you can keep him inside, okay, when you start adding those prisoners.
Your call on this one, Rangers, but really, I just let nature take its course here, if you know what I mean.
I'd really like to get out of here. Really.
Okay, we'll find a way to get you out.
Really? Oh man, yeah, man, you're just the tops. The beanies. I owe you big time. Thanks, man. Thanks so much.
What's with the computer? Information about the base systems, everything appears normal for the moment. Check recent activity logs. Come through the logs, calling ancient messages and routine system notifications until you have a list of recent activations. Wake initiated, wake complete. Ninjutsu! Ninjutsu! Billy. Credentials rejected, credentials accepted, login admin, password admin, loading default admin operations, automated security lockdown initiated, login required, credentials rejected. Station locked due to multiple failed login attempts. Terminal displays information about the base systems, everything appears normal for the moment. Let it go.
Oh yay! Thank you so much, man. I owe you real big time. This won't be the last time you hear from me. I promise.
I let the maniac go, goddammit. Savory smelling mushroom. Try it and see. 100% healing. A few caps and stems mashed into a bowl found in the Ranger HQ break. Kinda smells like jerky. Could be harmless, could be toxic. About half a mushroom. Could be harmless, could be toxic. Try it and see. Let's. I never ate mushrooms in Wasteland. Savory smelling mushroom. I didn't got any info about it. Removes bleeding, removes poison, removes drugs. Fine. How much does it cost for a month to have a cat? I got 11 cats. It costs. It costs quite a lot. Yeah, 11. And 3 dogs. What's the one with perception once more? See if the perception works this time. The fuck is needed for this? You're unbelievable. But it's worth it, you know. It's worth it, just worth it. I need this. Loud at night with 11. It depends, okay? They know when I'm pissed off, you know. Even from another room. They know when I step up, when to shut up, and when to make a fuss. They literally know. They can't hear you, they can't see you, and they fucking know. Oh, was this different items now? Yeah. It is. It is. Let's get something good at least. It's random loot in containers. You can't eat a single fucking thing in a house without them assembling around you. That's a completely normal thing. Completely normal thing. Will I accept the challenge of keeping all the pets alive? I don't know. I already did it once, but this time there's the addition of 2 more DLCs. I am thinking about it for sure.
Pretty grand in here. Maybe you can make it your trophy hall or museum or something. Or a handball court.
In my field of fire! He did it!
So far. A creepy doll. Bonus to all squad members. Explosive damage bonus 5%. Not bad for the start. I think I got the achievement for all of those creepy dolls in a game. Heap of muscle, tendon, tripe, and organs. The raw materials needed for entry-level med science. Ninjutsu. Casio watch. I have one. Don't know where it is though. Machine resists your press, seemingly rusted in place, makes a candy crunch as it finally gives way. The screen comes to life with a set beep.
Raid failure. Corruption detected across multiple sectors. Initiated automated repair operations. Recovery complete. Read the old security logs. Filtering tools help you call the routine and wholly corrupted reports. You may need a computer expert to access some of the files. Nerd stuff 3. Word 7. Classified information purge initiated. Camera systems. Yep. Intruders. Everyone that entered the headquarters. And the machine is going down. The entire system. Intruders logged in the wardroom. Servitor is now responding to wake up instructions monitoring. The repaired monitoring systems. Stuff. Nurse stuff 5. The world ended yesterday. Our missile defense systems saved Colorado Springs, but Denver is gone. We can't make contact with anyone outside the state. Discipline will keep my men in line. We only got a few days until civilians panic. We'll need to prepare the holdout until we can reconnect with Washington. 1908. Nerd stuff 5. Let's make another one for nerd stuff, goddammit. Quickly. I hope it doesn't cost anything.
Rangers, good to see you. Sure thing. Let's have a look.
You can only have a maximum of 4 players created Rangers in your squad. Fuck. Well, that's a big fuck.
There you go. Anything else?
No.
I'll be here.
I mean, I can make and replace. Bah. Next.
What a stink. Somebody's been using this medbay for a morgue. Gonna take an ocean of bleach to get it ready for customers.
Ocean of bleach. Desiccated husk of a man is little more than a skeleton covered in papery skin. Search for a cause of death. Looks like a simple case of starvation and dehydration. But the corpse ankles and wrists show some scarring, as if it was chained up for a while. The female corpse is bloated and putrefied. One of her arms is entirely missing. Black eye oozes from her swollen torso. Looks like the missing arm has nothing to do with the woman's demise. It had been expertly removed and stitched up long before she died. Instead, she seems to have died of an infection or illness. You notice the same scarring on her ankles and wrists as on the other corpses, most likely from manacles. The torn skin suggests that they were frequently moved. First aid 6. God damn it. God damn it.
God damn it all. Come on with his skill checks. One, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look for the source of the infection. Tracing the course of the infection path through the body, you spot a cybernetic implant embedded in her rotting chest. Looks like its poor installation was the cause of her fatal infection. Take the implant. Subdermal plate. You grit your teeth and pry the implant out. Her chest shatters when it finally rips free, spilling liquefied innards everywhere. Injury kit. The leathery corpse is missing several of his digits and facial features. Looks like exposure to extreme cold took this person's missing extremities. Scarring indicates that this may have happened multiple times over several years. It wasn't the cold that killed him. Open wounds across his back indicated he was whipped to death. You also notice the same scarring on his ankles and wrists as on the other corpses, most likely from manacles. The torn skin suggests that they were frequently moved. What about the XP? Where was the overall XP? 1,000. Soon to level up. A pile of corpses. These people died in a variety of ways, most of them violent. Bullet holes in one, a crushed skull on another, cut throat on a third. They all have the same scarring on their ankles and wrists as the other corpses. Looks like these people were trafficked by slavers. We cannot open that. For the next 100 hours. A trap detected. Finally I detected some.
Look at all this machinery.
Explode. Jesus Christ, you gotta do that shit. Explosives. Who's got explosives now? No one. Vicky. Listen. God damn it, skill checks. Unreal on this difficulty with skill checks. I can't go with explosives. I need to level up if I want to go with those explosives. Big guns 3. Go with 5 strength. Be tank here. Should allow me to equip this. Armor 4, 6 strength, 5 strength. Combat speed. Let's do this. Hopefully I can level up. Rusted slicer dicer.
Huh. A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
Fuck. Jesus Christ, man, enough with these skill checks. What is this? This enormous spider-like robot is in a bad shape, which is in a puddle of its own fluids. Its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, it looks like someone dragged it into the garage from somewhere else. 5 mechanics. I don't have mechanics. Examine. You recognize it as a slicer dicer, a pre-apocalypse military robot. Appears to have been badly damaged in a firefight, and it's missing some of its weapons. Upon closer inspection, you know that some of the bullet holes have been patched, and several of the legs show signs of recent welding. The slicer dicer main access panel is open, revealing its wiring and power plant. It's clear that someone's been trying to repair the robot. Bloody hell, with 5 mechanics. Can I just shoot him? No one's got that mechanics, eh? Fuck. Straight up fuck. What I need, explosives and mechanics to trigger this. Jesus Christ, the fuck I killed you that fast? No, I need those mechanics. I just need those mechanics. Yeah, I had a bunch of pets too. Automated chauffeur. A pre-war advertisement for some kind of robot driver. Acidic sludge.
Tired of gridlock? Sick of dodging reckless drivers? Fed up with paying a fortune to shady mechanics that never actually fix your car? Consolidated Atomics has the answer. Introducing Hermes, the revolutionary vehicle AI that's an expert driver, navigator, and auto mechanic all in one. Hermes remembers your daily commute, gathering up-to-the-minute traffic reports to plot the quickest route to your destination. The AI also takes care of basic maintenance, keeping your vehicle in peak condition. Visit your local dealership for information on a Hermes upgrade kit today. Consolidated Atomics, 21st century solutions for the problems of today.
Repair kits. corpse of a young woman lies at your feet, her body contorted at an unnatural angle. Judging by the smell, she's been here a while. Try to determine how she died. The body's unnatural position suggests some kind of seizure. There's signs of discoloration on her face indicative of her heart failure. Heavy metal spanner is gripped tightly in her right hand. The metal is discolored, scorch marks blacken her fingertips. It looks to you like a textbook case of electrocution. Examine. Patchwork jumpsuit, a leather tool belt. Pockets are crammed with fuses, bundles of wire. It looks like this Wastelander made her living by scavenging and repairing electronics. I wanna level up.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
What was it for this? Mechanics? Mechanics. And you were with perception, eh? The one with the toast repair. Let's see if we can switch that one.
Rangers, good to see you.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Let's have a look.
First aid, small arms, toast repair. I'm gonna take someone with mechanics, I guess. Or I make a... I need to make one. What the fuck? Higher cost now. Ah. How much? I wasn't looking.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
I wasn't looking. It depends how much they want. That fucking sucks. How much do I got? 218.
Rangers.
I think it's 200.
Good to see you. Sure thing. Let's have a look.
Really? 200. Okay. Make one melee.
Was it 5 mechanics for a robot? I think it was 5. Bladed.
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Let's see if it works now. Repair. Slicer, dicer. Peering inside the quivering robot casing, you find a lot of salvage parts and new wiring. Someone's been working on the robot for a while. There's a bad connection to the power supply, strong enough to give someone a wicked shock. It takes some careful work to repair the connection. As soon as the short is repaired, the robot sputters to life. It turns cold, unfeeling optical sensor towards you, and its weapons spin up.
You can handle this, right?
432. That's straight fucked up. Don't wanna use special abilities at all. Let's whack and run. 4 action points to run. Nah, better just to run. You got lucky nice 3 times. The Supreme Jerk been easy. The only thing that's actually hard right now is skill checks. Are you bugged and I can't loot? What's wrong? No, I just can't loot.
Examine most recent activity logs. Most of the logs destroyed in a giant server wipe. Terminal has controls for some nearby vehicle lifts. Currently indicates they're all unresponsive. Recall. Request issued. A loud grinding emanates from the huge trapdoor near the garage entrance. The smell of rusted metal sparking fills the room. Mechanical failure reported. Servitor drone has been issued a repair order. I can't go here. I think I need explosives on 4. I could go like this. I need one more. Upgrade cost 4. I just need a level and that's it. Keep with skill checks, man. Irritating as fuck. And Gonzalez.
Welcome to your communications hub, Rangers. The Patriarch was good enough to let me use my own gear, and I have my high-frequency radio equipment all set up. From here on out, I will be your voice in the wind. You can contact Ranger HQ at any time through your radio, and I'll reach out as needed. When there's a arrest to be made under your authority, just radio them into me. Pleasure to serve.
You installed our car AI. You're an expert.
Oh, I'm not. It just turns out artificial intelligence isn't that much different from fiddling with radios. Easy enough to install, it turned out, but I wouldn't know the first thing about it otherwise.
Shit, I've already been playing for 4 hours in a row. Let me order some food. Quickly. Because I'm dead hungry. Don't even know what I want to eat. Kentucky chicken. Or a gyros. This looks good. I'm gonna take this. Everything. A bit of everything. I'll definitely take this.
35 to 45 minutes. Order confirmed. 35, 45. Alright. Let me take a piss. Be right back fast and we continue. Ooh. Što je? Šta? Rano za pola sata. Vidi. Kad ja jedem i vi ćete. Nema pre toga. Šta je? Brr. Brr. Tell us about your radio equipment.
The finest setup you'll find this side of the Rockies. This equipment took years to get together. A lot of it custom work. String and pieces of gum, you know? This is the only setup in Colorado able to communicate on all sorts of frequency bands, up to the HF band. That means we can reach you pretty much no matter where you are in Colorado. The basic controls are straightforward. You should try the device yourselves whenever you're here. I've picked up all kinds of signals. It's possible you could even reach Arizona.
What do you think about the Patriarch?
I've worked the radio for some time now, and I hear all kinds of stories from other parts of the world. Horrors you wouldn't believe. Is Colorado perfect? No, but it's a damn sight better than any alternative I've seen.
How do you feel about being a part of the Rangers?
Speaking frankly, great. Protect and serve, right? Things had grown stale with the Marshals. It felt like I'd reached the end of what I could do for the people there. Proud to be a Ranger now. I'm your radio communications expert. I'll be manning the radio whenever you call in, or whenever we need to reach you, which is the easy part of this job. The hard part is keeping this equipment in tip-top shape and ready to go. Anytime.
I really want to level. There's stuff. Shit. God damn it. God damn it. Hell with this. Explosives 4. Three.
Rangers, I know your primary... Now, what can I help? Sure thing. Let's have a look. There you go. Anything else? Sure thing. Let's have a look. There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Shit with the skill checks. Let's try to grab a level, then I'll come back. Staying for the luck picks.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Leave the area. Downtown Colorado Springs. Way to go to downtown. I won't get out until I'm done with Colorado.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Snowplow. Yeah, there's no walls. Let's see if loading times are faster. Holy shit, they're 10 times faster. Colorado downtown.
Please, my son's not a Dorsey. Let him go. My son's done nothing wrong. We'll have our revenge. You ain't seen the last of us. You don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
We're the Rangers, we work for anyone who needs our help.
Then my boy needs your help. He's going to be executed. And they won't listen when I say he's no killer. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you.
And why was your son sentenced to death?
I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Who's your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever. Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna lose him too. Please, help my son. The deluge of blood is coming.
Let's see if I can. God knows what are the skill checks.
How does it feel now?
Austin. Nervice! Right? Teenage prisoner is gone to bail.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
How did you get in trouble with the marshals?
Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first. We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
Doesn't sound like the punishment fits the crime.
I thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
Got a daring escape plan?
No, I was never no desperado. Don't rightly know why I let myself get caught up in this. But if I'm to die, I'd at least like to do that right. Gonna do that like a man.
What's your sentence?
Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work.
Lindrode, thanks for the follow.
I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid. But that'd be a lie.
Let's say we can free you. Was that worth to you?
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me.
Do you have any useful skills?
I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped.
Mil Flava. Salud.
Nice talking to you.
The our man looks out at the pillars with an expression of grim satisfaction. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face and his thin lips pressed together in a hard line.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
What's with the pillars?
They are the only instrument of justice we need. Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve after frostbiters claim their extremities.
You got no other punishments here.
For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. I don't approve of their methods, but it's outside my jurisdiction. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff's lockup.
That by exposure seems harsh.
Oh, to the contrary. It is more merciful than the punishments meted out by the mountain clans or the gangs of the plains. If we did any less, they would see our nation as weak. And in Colorado, weakness is death. As much as we might long for the world before the bombs, when justice was not so cruel, that is not the world we inhabit.
I really wish the entire game was voice acted like this when I played it for the first time. This is amazing now.
And let's be honest, Judge. You kinda like it too, don't you?
No, I do not. I only do what the law commands.
And since you're the law around here, I guess you're your own boss.
I follow principles set forth at the second founding of this city, as you know very well. Without our laws and the penalties to enforce them, we're no better than the Wastelanders. Proceed.
Austin Peace says he didn't kill anyone. What will it take to free him?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
He says 6. He's too young for a death sentence. Surely you can offer him some mercy.
Mercy? I do not see the word in my law books. The Patriarch has charged me to dispense justice, not mercy.
He's not as bad kid. He's all his mother has. Kill him and you might as well kill her.
My concern cannot be for his mother. It can only be for the law. Regrettable, but he chose this path, not I.
How the fuck will I get? He says 6. That ain't fucking normal. What if the Rangers were to pay off for his damages and assume guardianship over the boy?
You wish to compensate the city and the owners of the damaged properties for their losses. I can facilitate that. That's the price in Colorado dollars.
Can't pay it right now.
Understand that the law cannot wait until you have the means to pay. The boy will go to the... Indeed.
I need money, I need to sell garbage immediately. 200, yeah. Because kiss ass won't work. Nah. Even if I level up, then I can't go for lockpicks. 2 of them are with kisses. Holy shit with skill checks.
Extra! Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs!
The bodies of Dorsey slain in the recent incursion were tossed haphazardly into the frozen foam.
Bastards! I hope you die soon!
God, I wish these
Damn,
people
they
shut
voice
up
sected
real
it all, I
quiet.
can't believe it.
Deluge of blood
Even the
is
random
coming
NPCs
for
are
you
voice
all.
sected.
No mercy on your soul.
Whatever you can do to help my boy. Please.
Give me $200 to help your boy.
Scum!
Haley.
Mom? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Can we talk to you? I don't know what's wrong with my cats today. I really don't know.
Why? What do you want?
Do you need any help?
No, please, I just need you to go away. Please.
You were expecting your mother?
I don't know. We were heading to Colorado Springs with a lot of other folks when we got separated. I hurried here as quick as I could after, but I ain't found her anywhere. I keep hoping. There was this smiling lady. She said she had some food, and I could take some back to my mom if I came with her. And next thing I know, she was gonna sell me. She put me in a cage. One of her men took me out of the cage to I kicked him as hard as I could and ran. They didn't find me in the dark. And then I saw some refugees and tagged along. Stayed with them till I got here. Bye.
The refugees set up an impromptu shelters around the square. Even with the city's heat, they must be freezing. The repairs made. God knows how much perception I need now to spot hidden stuff.
Murderers! Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs!
This difficulty is something else. It's really something else.
I hope you...
New in town? Did you hear about what
All
happened?
skill checks are up by 2 points. Compared to the regular Supreme Jerk. With addition of Permadeath. We hear there's been trouble.
Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it.
You know about Dorsey's.
Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out.
Where's Daisy?
Oh, Marshal Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front.
You report the news around here?
Yep. I work for the Colorado Patriot. Only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding
Come
out.
on, I need a level. Come on. That's a cat. To charm a cat. Animal Whisperer 4. Jesus Christ. Deputies. Brandy's diary, crafting components, small book with a series of hearts and daggers drawn out to cover with the words "The Diary of Beautiful Brandy." The eye is drawn with a heart. Mystery item, recipe discovered. What?
Come out of there, you sons of bitches!
Josiah, come
Come on, don't provoke them.
Josiah.
But they're in my shop. They might ruin my stock.
Better they ruin your stock than your head, Josiah Cassidy. Don't you dare go inside.
Man, I can't believe everything is voice acted. This is a different game now. It's even better.
I ain't afraid to use this gun, Martha. I ain't.
Well, you should be. You're the worst marksman I've ever seen.
That ain't true. What about our nephew, Chip?
Chip is 5 years old, Josiah, and he's still a better shot than you.
I could ramp up explosives on me also.
You see what they're doing in there?
For a rocket launcher.
Damn it, Josiah, you keep away from that shop.
I think the next level should be perks.
Well, what about my
You too.
pride? Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Oh, since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
What's going on?
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after them.
Why don't you ask marshals for help?
They're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop.
Why don't you let us professionals handle this?
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well, go on then.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead. Back off!
It's such a disgusting area to fight. It really is.
Kicking ass and taking names.
And I love crits in this game, they're fucking phenomenal. I fucking love crits in this game. That was a supreme jerk. And what the fuck have I done? A muscle tissue. Bunker buster. Did they buff heavy weapons? I can't tell, I really don't remember. I just don't remember. I'll know when I encounter some harder fights, okay? But this was easier than ever. But the skill checks, they are fucking changed, alright? Fuck. 7. Man, 7. What the fuck? Mannequin ain't good looking.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage, just outside the city gate.
Never the accurate. They're not accurate. I got 16% chance to hit. This was a power attack. That's why it was 95% chance.
And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
You've got our gratitude, Rangers.
This here's Market Square. The Arapahoe garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic there. Parker's the best doctor in town. Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join the Rangers. Careful though. The doc is prickly at the best of times. And these are not the best of times.
I can see one big change. The game works better than ever. Okay, it's fucking smooth now. It's really optimized well.
Snapping Jimmy Bob's still standing.
Not to mention voice acting.
Dorseys. You think a little raid would stop snapping Jimmy Bob? No siree. Oh, hey! New faces? Let me know if you need to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city.
What's your story, Jimmy Bob?
That's snapping Jimmy Bob, thank you.
What's your story, snapping Jimmy Bob?
Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one. And now I'm a trader, and a good one. Might seem boring to wandering muscle like yourself, but I like it.
What's the contraption at the end of your stall?
Oh, that's my prized possession. A genuine pre-apocalypse, fully functional microwave. I can cook up some truly gourmet delicacies with it. But the damn power got cut in the fighting. It'll take the city weeks to fix it.